Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Mills Godwin High School versus Collegiate School. Let's play.
Hello and welcome to Battle of the Brains. We are now in round 2 of Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show for this season. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our teams are playing for a total of $20,000 in scholarship money, courtesy of Invest 529 and the E.W. Scripps Foundation, the winning team receiving $10,000 for their school. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The academic athletes joining us today, the Eagles of Godwin High School, coached by Justin Broyles. Mills Godwin is a secondary school in the Henrico County Public School District. With a student body of about 2,000, Godwin is home to the county's Science, Mathematics, and Technology Specialty Center. Also with us today, the Cougars of Collegiate School, coached by Will Dunlap and Tyler Boyd. Collegiate School is a private co-educational preparatory school in Richmond's West End. It serves approximately 1,600 students from junior kindergarten through 12th grade. Great to have all of these students with us today. Our match will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players who want to answer will buzz in and wait for me to call on them before giving their answer. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, welcome once again. Good luck. Let's go with the first toss-up round. Which major figure during World War II won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1953? And that would be Sir Winston Churchill. What hero was given a helmet of invisibility and a reflective shield to help him behead Medusa? David.
Perseus.
That is correct. The first mass inoculations for smallpox were administered in what colonial American city? Nishogo.
Philadelphia.
That is incorrect. Collegiate. Eustonus.
Austin.
That is correct, in 1721. Name the transparent membrane in the eye that covers the iris and the anterior chamber. Ayush.
The lens.
That is incorrect. Collegiate. Eustonus.
The retina.
That would be the cornea. Rhythm is defined as a strong, regular, repeated pattern of movement or sound. Spell rhythm. Ayush.
R-H-Y-T-H-M.
That is correct. Which king who was excommunicated for his dissolution of monasteries created the Church of England? Will.
Henry VIII.
That is correct, in order to divorce Catherine of Aragon. The music for the ballets Firebird and The Rite of Spring. Eustonus.
Stravinsky.
Correct. Igor Stravinsky. What name is given to the elements in the periodic table with atomic numbers greater than 92 but less than 104? Sophia.
Lanthanides.
That is incorrect. Collegiate. Eustonus.
Actinides.
They are called transuranic. What type of sugar did Harry Styles sing about in his 2018 pop? Will.
Watermelon.
That is correct. What is the inverse operation of exponents? Ayush.
Logarithms.
Correct. In 1966, by presidential proclamation, what holiday was fixed as the 3rd Sunday in June? Sophia.
Juneteenth.
That is incorrect. Collegiate. Will.
Flag Day.
It's actually Father's Day.
Oh.
All right, teams, watch and listen carefully. Turn your attention to the monitors for a video question from the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. You must wait until the question is asked completely before you buzz in.
Haley Williams is the front person for which American rock band whose latest release is entitled This Is Why?
Sophia.
Paramore.
Correct. This socio-religious faction was led by Admiral Gaspard de Coligny. Name this group of Calvinists who were also attacked during the 1572 St. Bartholomew's Day massacre. Nishogo.
Huguenots.
That is correct. What NBA team is named for a type of music? Ayush.
The Jazz.
The Utah Jazz is correct. In rank, a dame of the British Empire is of the same social rank as what male equivalent? And Nishogo.
Knight.
Correct. An equilateral quadrangle in which all the angles are equal is a square. Ayush.
Rectangle.
That is incorrect. Collegiate, I'll finish for you. What equilateral quadrangle has angles which are not equal? Eustonus.
Parallelogram.
That would be a rhombus. The first house devoted to this genre opened in Venice in 1637.
Opera?
That is correct. U.S. District Court Judge Robert Marriage gained fame and controversy for ordering forced busing in the 1970s to desegregate what southern city's schools? Sophia?
Montgomery?
That is incorrect. Collegiate? Eustis?
Richmond?
Richmond is correct. Pencil and paper may be needed for this. If the sine of an angle in quadrant 1 is 4/5, what is the tangent of that angle? Eustis?
5/3.
That is incorrect. Sophia?
3/5.
It's 4/3. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. Good job by our team so far. Up next, we'll introduce you to today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Want to catch up on the full season of play? Watch full episodes on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Godwin High School with 50 points. Our team from Collegiate School with 70 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, we want to tell you a little bit about today's players. Let's meet our team from Godwin High School. The Eagles are coached by Justin Broyles. First up is Parker Boyles, who is a junior, who enjoys trivia and is a huge fan of history and geopolitics. Next up is Nishorgo Sarkar, who is a senior. He enjoys history, politics, music, and learning languages, and also has been a part of the Battle of the Brains for the past 4 years, and we appreciate you participating. Our team captain is Sophia Jagels, who is a senior in the Todd Allen Phillips Center for Medical Sciences at Godwin. Congratulations, just finalized her National EMT certificate, and congratulations, Sophia will be attending College of William and Mary. Our next team player is Ayush Pal, who is a senior at the Center for Medical Sciences, is enjoying playing piano, violin, and singing, so a musician, and performs in musical productions. That is our team from Godwin High School. Now let's meet our team from the Collegiate School. The Cougars are coached by Will Dunlap and Tyler Boyd. First up is David Dabney, who is a junior who enjoys ethics bowl, basketball, and sports broadcasting, plans to major in business and economics. Our team captain is Eustis Petkauskas, who is a junior, is a member of the debate team and the robotics team, is also a musician, plays the piano, and likes all kinds of music. Our next player is Leah Johnston, who is a junior, enjoys acting, technical theater, and speech, is a member of the International Thespian Society, and also enjoys rock climbing. And wrapping up our team is Will Clifford, who is a senior, who plays offensive line on the football team, is part of Eagle Scout Troop 444, and leader of Collegiate's all-male choral group. And congratulations, will be attending Syracuse University Newhouse School of Communication. That is our team from Collegiate School. And now to our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. Teams, here are today's categories from which you may choose. They are sequence DEL words, physics terms, and former Soviet Union. We do note that in this round, only the team captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. By the rules, the high score team right now gets first choice of category. That is our team from Collegiate School. Eustis and team are talking it over. Have you chosen a category?
We have.
And what would that be?
Sequence DEL words.
All right, identify the following words that contain the letter sequence DEL in that order. First is a fortress that protects a city.
Citadel.
Correct. To entrust a task to another person.
Delegate.
Correct. Often kosher stores selling sandwiches and salads.
Deli.
That's correct. Delicatessen or deli. Lighting fixture hung over a dining room table.
Chandelier.
Correct. League dominated by Athens.
Delta.
That would be the Delian League. Unerasable.
Pass.
That would be indelible. A weed with bright yellow flowers that can be used to make wine.
Dandelion.
Correct. Four-sided top associated with Hanukkah.
Dreidel.
Correct. Harmful or damaging.
Pass.
That would be deleterious. And finally, unfaithfulness.
Adultery. Infidelity.
And that is correct. All right, good job on your category, DEL. Mills Godwin, will it be physics terms or former Soviet Union? Sophia, talk it over with your teammates.
I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
You can do Soviet.
I like physics.
I think
Physics terms?
All right, give the unit in the MKS system for each of the following. The first is current.
Amps?
yeah.
Amperes?
Amperes, correct. Charge.
Volts?
Coulomb. Force.
Newtons?
Correct. Potential difference.
Voltage?
Correct. Mass.
No, kilogram. Kilograms?
Kilogram is correct. Magnetic flux.
Pass.
That would be a Weber. Pressure.
Atmospheres?
Pascal. Capacitance.
Joules?
No.
Yeah, farad. Power.
Watts?
Correct. And finally, inductance.
Faraday's?
And that would be Henry.
Okay.
All right. Tough category round on both teams, but both teams did very well in coming up with answers. All right, teams, up next, another toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains, so stay with us.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow Battle of the Brains on social media.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Mills Godwin High School with 75 points. Our team from Collegiate School with 105 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And a reminder for our teams, you do lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have the chance to give an answer. And there's no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go. In computer language, what is the 12-letter adjective that P represents in the term JPEG? Eustace.
Photographic.
Correct. In a biochemical oxidation reaction, what happens to the number of electrons? Sophia.
Decreases.
Correct. In 1609, the United Dutch East India Company hired what noted English explorer to search for the fabled Northwest Passage? Eustace.
Hudson.
Henry Hudson is correct. A former colony of Portugal, what special Chinese administrative region? Eustace.
Macau.
That is correct, has the densest population in the world was the question. Ruling from 306 to 337, name the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity. Nishogo.
Constantine.
Correct. Harry Potter excelled in what sport while at Hogwarts? Ayush.
Quidditch.
Correct. Pencil and paper may be needed to get to this answer. What is the value of x if x squared equals 169? Ayush.
13.
Correct. Symbolized by a lowercase e, this 12-letter word refers to one of the elements of an orbit. What is this element which would be used to indicate how a parabola differs from a circle? Will.
Ellipse.
That is incorrect. Mills Godwin. Sophia?
Elongated.
It would be eccentricity. All right, teams, watch and listen carefully to a video question from the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. You must wait until the question is asked completely before buzzing in.
This trumpet player was a major figure in bebop before becoming a pioneer in jazz fusion. Name this musician whose Kinda Blue remains one of the most popular jazz albums of all time.
Ayush, he buzzed in before the question was finished. Will?
Miles Davis.
Miles Davis is correct. The coining of money, encouraged by first Greek and later Roman traders, first appeared in Britain among the what pre-literate inhabitants of the island? Sophia.
Celts.
The Celts is correct. In 1297, an English army was defeated at the Battle of Stirling Bridge by this Scottish leader who was executed as a traitor. Eustace.
Cromwell.
That is incorrect. Executed as a traitor? Nishogo.
William Wallace.
That is correct. Name the common beach landform that occurs as windblown sediments pile up against an obstacle. Eustonus.
Dune.
That is correct, to form a mound. What author of the Little Red Book, defeated by Kuomintang? Nishogo.
Mao Zedong.
That is correct, led the Communist Party of China. The San Joaquin and Sacramento rivers connect what bay to the Pacific Ocean? Eustonus.
San Francisco.
That is correct. The San Francisco Bay connects the Pacific Ocean at the Golden Gate. In the children's story, Charlotte's Web, what type of barnyard creature? Leah.
Pig.
That is incorrect. What type of barnyard creature is Templeton? Mills Godwin? Nishogo?
Spider.
He's a rat. Nebula and Gamora are the adopted daughters of what infamous comic book villain? Ayush.
Thanos.
That is correct. What is the name of the African-American track star whose several victories at the Berlin Olympics? Will.
Jesse Owens.
Correct. Angered and humiliated Adolf Hitler. Ascorbic acid is one form of which vitamin? Eustonus.
Vitamin C.
Correct. In the Northern Hemisphere, what name is given to the shortest period of daylight and marks the end of autumn? Sophia.
Eclipse.
That is incorrect. Eustonus.
Winter solstice.
That is correct. Who was the First Lady to be elected to the United States Senate? I don't see a light. We'll throw out that question. It was Hillary Clinton. Her positions as First Lady and Senator overlapped by 2 weeks in 2001. And that buzzer is the end of our round. One more toss-up round just ahead, and we'll double the point value. Stay tuned to see which of our teams is the winner and goes on to round 3 here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores now as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Mills Godwin High School with 155 points. Our team from Collegiate School with 175 points. And in this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I finish the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, good luck, teams. This is our final toss-up round. What is the Arabic word for the political party of God? Eustonus.
Hezbollah.
Correct. Name 2 of the 3 authors of the 85 essays comprising the Federalist Papers. Will.
John Jay, Alexander Hamilton.
And James Madison. That is correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. If the bases of a trapezoid measure 8 and 22, give the median of the trapezoid. David.
15.
15 is correct, yes. Its use was suggested by Julia Tyler and first carried out unofficially at the inauguration of James K. Polk. Since 1954, what song has been used to officially announce the arrival? David.
All Hail the Chief.
We will accept that. The arrival of U.S. presidents is called Hail to the Chief. Black History Month has been celebrated in the United States each year since it was established in 1976. In which month is it celebrated? Leah.
February.
Correct. Named for the coach who won the first 2, by what is the other name the Super Bowl trophy known by? David.
The Lombardi Trophy.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is correct. Which word identifies the following? A reef or low island and the painted area on a basketball court near the basket. David.
The Lane.
That is incorrect. Mills Godwin? Ayush?
Barrier.
It's called the Key. A place of healing, what does the German word Krankenhaus mean in English? Eustonus.
Hospital.
Correct. The cypress is her tree and deer are sacred to her. Leah.
Artemis.
Correct. According to legend, L'État c'est moi, or I am the state, was the boast of what European king? Eustonus.
Napoleon.
That is incorrect. Mills Godwin? Who do you want to give it to, judges? Nishogo.
Louis XIV.
That is correct. How many gables did the house have as described by Nathaniel Hawthorne in his classic 1851 novel? Leah.
8.
That is incorrect. Mills Godwin? Nishogo?
12.
There were 7. House of Seven Gables was the name of the novel. These collections of Babylonian laws and edicts are the earliest legal code to be known in its entirety. Eustonus?
Hammurabi's Code.
Correct. At the start of a game of checkers, how many pieces or checkers are on the board? Ayush?
12.
That is incorrect. Leah?
8.
There are 24, 12 for each team. Identify the infectious disease transmitted to humans by the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito and name for the Italian words for Sophia.
Zika.
That is incorrect. Name for the Italian words for bad air. Eustonus.
Malaria.
That is correct. Andrew Johnson was impeached but served the remainder of his term. Who succeeded him as U.S. president? Nishogo.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Correct. Who was the author of the futuristic novel 1984? Ayush.
George Orwell.
Correct. In 1927, the first broadcast of television signals, I will not finish. That buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. Join us next week on Battle of the Brains as we welcome students from Oscar Smith High School playing against Monacan High School.
And here is the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on to round 3 in this season's competition. Our final score for our team from Mills Godwin High School, 195 points. Great job today by Parker, Nishogo, Sophia, and Ayush. Congratulations and best of luck in the rest of your school year. Our winners today with a final score of 375 points, our team from the Collegiate School. Great job today by Will, Leah, Eustonus, and David, and we will see you in the next round. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we hope to see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains. Presented by Invest 529. Goodbye.